Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? How you guys doing? Yes, you guys are seeing my face today again, and I know y'all guys may be tired of seeing my face, but that's okay. That's just a person who like to work and who like to talk ball. So other than that, got two guests here, two of the friends here. This is our first ever episode of the all season above the rim hoops, where we just talk about all off season stuff that's going on in the off season and stuff that went on in the off season. So other than that, want to introduce y'all to the hosts today. The panel, we got Maria. How you doing today?
I'm doing well today.
Yes, ma'am. Good to see it. Good to see it. Rob, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good right now, man. I can't, you know what I mean? It's a good time to be a Laker. That's all I gotta
Come
say.
on, man. Come on, man. Don't start all that. I ain't. We got.
Oh
We don't
man,
got too much Lakers talk, but don't. Come on, man.
all
Don't.
right, all right.
Now we good. We good. You all good. So yeah, man. We had some interesting stuff happened throughout the off season. Interesting stuff to happen throughout the off season, but we're gonna definitely start with the free agency, the winners and losers of free agency. So, Mario, I'm gonna start with you. Your winners. Give me your winners of free agency first.
I would go the Lakers. They're winners. I would go my Grizzlies. Yeah, I think I'll go my Grizzlies. Let's see. That's really all I can think of for the winners. Yeah.
All right, Rob, give me your winners. Give me your winners of free agency.
I gotta also give bigs up to Mariah because I'm with her about the Lakers because Ja Morant got a big brother program happening to him. He's gonna be with a former MVP and D Rose so he can learn the ropes and how to be a pro and stay out the way. So I love that move by getting D Rose in the offseason because he definitely needs some help being a professional. So I love that move by the Memphis Grizzlies. But also that Marcus Smart move is real smart too. Ja gonna be out for like 25 games, so you got some depth at the guard position. I also like the move with the Houston Rockets, man. I like Van Fleet. I think Ume gonna get some juice out of him.
I like that. Like the new name.
You know what I mean, Coach Ume Adoko. I think he's gonna get some juice out of him. But only move I don't like about them giving that punk, you know what I mean, Dylan Brooks that contract. You know what I mean. I don't think he's worth that money, Coach. I'm just being real with you.
No. Every Houston fan was skeptical about it, but the contract is front offloaded, so it can produce down. It can produce down as well. So the contract can be worked down as well. So it's a pretty I'm gonna just say it's a pretty workable contract for him.
Hey, Coach, me and you can shoot 20% from three. Me and you can do that.
Oh, I can shoot. I mean? Yeah, I can shoot better than. I know I can shoot better than him from the 3-point.
You know what I mean, Coach? I'm just being real about it. I like, you know what I mean. Even Zesty boy, I'm worried about him. You know what I mean, Green, but you know what I mean. That overall what y'all picked up in that draft and free agency, I like that move. I also like Raptors. You know what I mean. They picked up another guard in Dennis Schroeder. I like that move. You know what I mean. Since you're gonna lose Van Fleet, you got to get some more guards. So I like that move, and also I like that Max Strauss to Cleveland move because they was lacking at that three. That three ball was lacking. You know what I mean. It was lacking like my credit score. So I like that move. So you know what I mean. Just like the moves right there was cute, and I think the loser were the Bulls. I don't know why they picked up all them guards in free agency, Coach. I don't know. That didn't make sense to me.
No, it didn't make sense at all. It didn't make sense at all. And the fact, they still going to be a team that's got DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and they still going to be a team that will fight for a play-in tournament. Even though we said this morning the team is too good to be playing in the play-in tournament, to be competing for a play-in tournament. You would think with DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine alone, that's good enough to at least get you a 6 seed. That's good. Should be good enough to get you a 6 seed. I get, Alonzo Ball is out. I get it. And when he was playing, they were really good. He was a quarterback. Mario said it this morning when he got hurt. They kind of hurt it a little bit, so now they don't really got an actual point guard that can play point guard. They did sign Omar. They did sign Azuma to sign him back today. Sign him back a 3-year deal, $21 million. But I don't know if that's enough to move the needle for the Chicago Bulls. They still a same goddamn team when you see them play. So I did like the Matt Scrooge move. I liked the Matt Scrooge move, what you said, because Cleveland was hurting on the shooting side of the basketball in that New York series. Matter of fact, they got 2 of them, George Niang and Matt Scrooge. So those are 2 pretty good shooters, to take some of that pressure off the Indiana Pacers. And the Indiana Pacers had a good free agency, man. Getting Bruce Brown over from Denver, off of Denver.
Yeah.
Hell of a move right there. That's a hell of a move. Go ahead.
You got the paper route tattoo on him because he just got some free paper for the Pacers. You know what I mean? I ain't never. I'm always pro players getting that money, man.
Yep.
But so I'm glad he got that contract, man. I know Denver probably couldn't give him that kind of deal. You know what I mean? With all the players, the pieces they got, and you can easily refresh. You know what I mean? You know how girls get their hair refreshed? You easily can find some young bodies just to come put in that nucleus of championship winning. So,
yep. So if I was them, I'll let him go too. I ain't paying him no 45 million. I'll let him walk too. You ain't lying. I'll let him go too. Yeah, I ain't no choice. Go get your money if you get it somewhere else. And that Pacers team, they look good. Obi Toppin, Jarris Walker. Hey Dylan, I told you, Jarris Walker the truth, bro. Watch that dude. That dude the truth. That dude the truth. So
and I also like the Knicks moves too, man. I like what's that Italian boy, man, from to play on the Warriors. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I don't do the Italian.
DiVincenzo.
You know what I mean? That Wildcat. They brought that Wildcat in. I think that's going to help that second unit because after that, you know what I mean. You Bronson and Bust for real. So you got a good guard can come help with that second unit, and you know what I mean. Put Josh Harden with that second unit. That could be a little. They could make some noise with that second unit. That's all I really got.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. So, the Dallas Mavericks, they did get Kyrie Irving back. But I'm kind of surprised. It leads me to some, that was the only team that could have gave him the money that they gave him. No other team was going to do that. Was going to actually do that. Are you okay with that move from Dallas though? Are you okay? Do you think Dallas can have a bounce back season this year? Do you actually think Dallas can be better this year than what they were last year?
I ain't gonna buy it. I ain't gonna buy the milk. You can sell me Yaki hair, but you ain't gonna tell me it's Brazilian. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But it didn't make sense for them to give him that much money. You know what I mean? The market, the market is what it is. But I know they sold in need for a superstar, but they overpaid him, man. We gonna give you 20 games, 30 games?
Depends on what's his mindset. Murray, what you think about it? About Kyrie? I think you part of Dallas too, right?
Yeah, I'm a Kyrie fan.
Got you. Okay, that's why. Yeah. That's why.
I think it was good that Dallas got him back. I think that the thing is, during free agency, one thing that I wanted them to pick up was a good big, and they have yet to do that. And I think but they got the rookie, so hopefully the rookie come in and do what he's supposed to do at the starting position. But I would have liked somebody with more experience instead of just putting a rookie right in the spot where you need like the most help at one of the spots. With them signing Kyrie and them picking up like Seth Curry, I think they could definitely be better than what they were last year. And on top of that, now that Kyrie and Luka will kind of know each other because we saw them struggle a lot when Kyrie first joined, which is of course because now you got like 2 somewhat ball dominant players, even though Kyrie can't play off ball, but 2 somewhat ball dominant players on the team. And like Kyrie's game is scoring, and you got Luka who just takes over because he's the star player. Like that's what he does. But I think with them being together, I get hopefully off season, them working with the issues that they had last year. I think they come into this season better and more figured out.
Got you.
I,
Cool.
I,
Go ahead.
I'm just worried about, you know what I mean? You see Jason Kidd right now. He's smoking Black and Miles, drinking Henny on the bench, man. He's stressed out, man. I can see why Rick Carlisle said, man, just let me be released, man. I don't want to be a part of it. Because they, you know what I mean? You know, both of them, you can't really hide both of them on defense. So I still see a lack of defense on that team, man. And I don't think they're gonna be able to make the playoffs, man. I don't see them making the playoffs next year, man.
I
Just
think
for
they,
that.
I think they can compete for a play-in. I think they actually can. I think they're actually one of the better 6 seeds in the NBA. But if not for its first round, you can make a question on that one. But the problem is they got to be able to play defense. The problem is not going to be scoring for them. The problem is they're going to be able to score against anybody in the league. I mean that they scored against anybody. They scored probably since Kyrie Irving got there. They scored probably against anybody. The only problem was the defensive side of the ball. I did like the move that they got in the draft. Derek were lively, and he did show some ability to shoot. He's not up there yet in shooting, but it's going to take him some time going around. That's why I like the Mario said they needed experience big. They did end up getting Josh Powell back, and one move that was underrated is Grant Williams went over there, and Grant Williams is a hell of a perimeter defender. I thought that's something they needed too on the wing, and they had nobody that can defend on the wing. So I kind of.
You think he's gonna start? You think he's gonna start?
I think he could. I think it's an opportunity he can get in that start because they need help. They need help on the perimeter side of the ball. I think that take a lot of pressure off Luka having to guard someone, having to guard opposing team's best player, and you can just, all of a sudden when someone is hot or opposing team's best player, you can just throw Grant Williams out there on them and try to hide him the best way they could. Try to hide him the best way you could because you got him. So cool. What's good? Cool. I just saw you, man. I just saw you about 5 minutes ago. Cool. How you doing, man? I just saw you, man.
But how are you gonna hide two players though, coach?
No, you can. At best, you're gonna be able to hide one of them for sure. You're gonna be able to hide one of them for sure, and somebody they're gonna figure out a way to put them on somebody that's not affecting the game. That's you can hide. That's what you got, Graham. You can hide one of them. You can hide. It's a chance you can hide both of them because again, it's gonna be a good chance that someone that's not effective on the court. You can probably get away with that. But they definitely need multiple perimeter defenders. That's the problem. You only got one of them, but I think it's all around the board. But they definitely needed rim protection because the perimeter defense was garbage last year. They were terrible on perimeter defense. That's how teams were able to get in the paint because you had no big man. You had Maxi Cleaver is not a good big. It's not a good. He's a good shooter. He's not a rim protector. Yeah, Dwight Powell. He's not a rim protector. He's not a rim protector. So I think that's one thing that hurt at Dallas last year is rim protecting. But that's started by you got to stop somebody from going to the basket too. And I think Grant Williams definitely can help him. As well. So
what happened to Pam's son? I haven't seen Pam McGee's son no playing time. I didn't see no playing time last year. What happened with him?
What you talking about, JaVale McGee?
Yeah, what happened to JaVale? I didn't see no minutes last year.
I guess there was no role for him. JaVale McGee, man, like I said, man, that man may be making Shaq a fool, but JaVale McGee, man, that dude can be a good rim protector if he get an opportunity. He's still long. He's still very long. He still can protect the rim, but I don't know what's his problem. I don't know what the coaches don't pretty much like in him. He can be solid. I mean, he was solid for Golden State. I know he was solid for Golden State. And Jay said Phoenix Suns need to go after JaVale McGee. Said Kyrie, Freddie Bayless in the building. Freddie Bayless in the building right there. They're gonna be a lethal offensive squad. They're gonna be something good. They can do it offensively. They can hurt y'all offensively. So we go to the next thing. We got James Harden. What's the best move for James Harden? James Harden came out on his IG last night. He was pretty uncomfortable. James Harden wearing another got fat again. James Harden got fat out there again when he don't get his way. He started wanting to force his way out. He started wearing a fat suit. I don't know if he's eating or is it actually a fat suit, but he's starting to get a little bit more out of shape. That's the James Harden way. But what is the best fit for him? What you think? What team you think he should end up at? But now it's got to be a trade. I believe it's got to be a trade. I don't think he can just walk to a team. It's got to be a sign. It's got to be a sign and trade somewhere.
I'm thinking Magic City Hawks or Twitchy. It got to be Atlanta. I think Atlanta would be a good fit for him if you get Trae Young and some picks. I would not let him go to the team he wanted to go. I put him on the most terrible team if I'm Morey, to be honest with you. But that option he picked up, I don't see nobody taking that bite that bait on that. Like I really don't. Like
Mario, what you think of team? What you think?
I think I heard some talks about him going to the Clippers.
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot. Only thing is just when the playoffs hit, I don't know how that's gonna look. But I like him over. I think he could somewhat fit over there in the Clippers team, and I think they could get the Sixers could get some valuable pieces because it's not like the Clippers got bad players.
Yep.
They could get some pieces from that Clippers team.
Definitely. They can get the whole bench. If you the Sixers, you try to get the whole bench. You try to get Norman Powell. You try to get Norman Powell. You try to get Terrence Mann up out of there. I like that move. If the Sixers can get, if Daryl Morey can get out of his own way, I like that move. I like if he can somehow end up saying I get him to trade you to the Clippers and he can get a Norman Powell, Terrence Mann back, even a Mason Plumlee. You get the whole goddamn bench, you will be good because you got depth. You got a solid starting lineup. Starting lineup, but you get that depth. Norman Powell, who can be a 20. The Clippers bench can start on any team in the league. That's how good their bench actually is. They can start.
Coach,
go ahead, Rob.
I got a question though, man.
Go ahead.
That's cute getting the bench, but you got to give me PG in two pieces.
He ain't gonna do that. You know Daryl Moore ain't doing. You
can't just keep on giving me.
PG gonna be hurt.
You gave me a
healthy.
I got J. Cole on the bench. He's not giving me nothing. You gotta get a piece for
you really think to say you really will make that move. You really will make that move. A hurt PG for James Harden. You really think James Harden is worth a PG instead of worth?
I'm just saying you gotta give me something. You gotta give me something, man.
Getting a 20 point per game score. Norman Powell, he's 20 points per game off the bench.
But we haven't seen we didn't see too much PT from him. Like 15 minutes here, 28 minutes there.
You saw a lot of Norman Powell in the playoffs. The man averaged 20 points per game coming off the bench. And you got and you're getting Terrence Mann, who's in the starting lineup for him. You're getting him. He can give you double-digit scores. You get Mason Plumlee off of the bench. You're getting him, who's an energy guy. You getting you can get Robert Covington at least. He doesn't play, but he can start on. I guarantee he can play for the Sixers. He can be a part of the rotation. And they already they in discussions with PJ Tucker as well, trying to come off him because they paid him $33 million. They paid him $33 million. The Sixers messed up on a lot of stuff. They messed up on a lot of stuff, bro. They did. They actually did. They kind of went crazy on a lot of stuff over there. So they trying to come out. They in the discussions with PJ Tucker as well. Are the Warriors real? Do y'all think the Warriors real? Mari, I'm gonna start with you. Chris Paul, we talked about him this morning, but what you think about him as a team?
That's the team I don't have. I can see them not making the playoffs. You can argue that they stayed the same. You can argue that they got worse, and other teams in the West just got better. I don't know. Like the Warriors just. But it's weird because every time I doubt the Warriors, they pull some crazy. So it's like, but right now, I'm dead set on the fact that other teams in the West have gotten better. So I don't have them probably not making the playoffs.
Rob,
man, I call them the arthritis brothers. I'm just gonna be real. I just think, man, these moves, Chris Paul, you know what I mean? We already know his tread low on them knees, right? So I just think the moves, they don't even have a real solid big man. What this small ball got you last year? Like what didn't get you nowhere. It didn't get you closer to the championship. I think they should have traded Clay when he was in his peak. They could have got crazy picks for him, maybe got another star for him. I think Clay is wore out too, man. You know what I mean? Since that injury happened to Raptors, when he fell and the rookie of the year, you know what I mean? And busted his knee, he haven't been the same. You know what I mean? He gives you sometimes he was on, some days he was off. You know what I mean? The playoffs, you know what I mean? The shot was off. So I think they need to start. I think they're a rebuild team right now. I see a play-in team at best. I think they lack, like I said, that 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he in the West.
So every time you think the Warriors are down bad, that's because that's why I used to think. I swear I used to think that way. Like when every time they down in the series, I say, oh yeah, this over. You know what they do? Klay Thompson and Steph Curry used to always come find. You always see the real them in a big time game. Now, just when you thinking they weren't making the playoffs, hey, here they go again. They find a way to make it. Then when you think they weren't good enough to beat the Kings, they down 2-0 immediately against the Kings. You know what they do? They come back, and the Kings should have won that game 4. The Kings should have won that actually game 4.
Actually,
that was the game. That was the game that was the game that I thought lost them the series. That game 4 by the Kings. That was the series. That's the game I think they lost the series in. Then the Warriors came back. They win game 6. They win game 5 pretty much. Then they end up the Kings end up dominating them game 6, and then the Warriors end up running away with it in 7. So other than that, hey, every time the Warriors are down, they didn't win too many road games. They won a couple of them in the playoffs, but then again, they played a bigger team than the Los Angeles Lakers, and that's one thing that will hurt them. That small ball lineup. One thing about that lineup, if you're not hot, it's bad times for you. If you're not hot, you got to be hot if you're gonna play small ball. You're gonna be able to get open opportunities, but if you're not hot, that's gonna hurt you. So
yeah, you hacking. You hacked. They was hacking a lot. You know what I mean? Against the Lakers because it was lacking that size. It was hacking. But I feel like they need to go get something at that 5 position, man, to compete in the West, man. You got Sabonis, you got Joker, you got AD, you got everybody got better. You know what I mean? They had a good little draft. I like Chris Mullin's son. They drafted out of new. They just drafted, but you know what I mean. But I just worry about that size. Deficiency. But we will see.
And
so go ahead, Mari. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's not that Kevon Looney is. It's not that Kevon Looney is Kevon Looney undersized? Or
he's 6'10". I believe he's bigger. He's about a good center height. He's about 6'10".
Yeah,
he's about a good center height. He's 7.
But he jump, hey Marad, but he jump up this high.
Yep.
He a good rebounding big though. He was killing the boards in the playoffs.
But he don't give you nothing offense. He don't give you nothing offensively.
You don't. True. With players like that, you got shooters on your team like that. All you need to do is grab and go.
Yeah, he was the MVP. You could, man, he was the MVP of that first round series. You could argue he was the MVP of that first round series, literally. Man,
hey, Coach Dante, who you taking? Bogut or
I'm taking Looney. I'm taking Looney. I'm taking Looney. Then I'm taking Bogut right now. I'm taking Kevon Looney. I don't know why. I'm taking Kevon Looney right now. If I had to choose up out of them two, I'm taking Kevon Looney because he's arguably the MVP of that first round matchup versus Sacramento. That man, you talking about every miss that Sacramento got. You talking about every miss that Golden State got. He got it. He got every single rebound. You can already use the MVP before Steph Curry dropped that 50-point game. You could already use the MVP at that time. I mean, he didn't dominate scoring. He dominated on the boards, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. They had no idea how to stop. They had no idea how to block them out. They couldn't block them out. So, go ahead.
I think if Wiseman developed into something, they're gonna realize that was a messed up, man. I think Wiseman could have been something, man. I think they gave up on him too soon, man.
They did.
Yeah, but when you flopping back and forth into the G League and stuff like that, when you doing all that breaks the confidence mode, and they had to trade him. Golden State still in that, trying to keep that championship window open. They still trying to keep it open a little bit, so they don't got the time to develop players like that. So I would be happy to see James Wiseman do very, very well with the Detroit Pistons over there. So yeah, a question I wanted to ask y'all, because I remember I mentioned this before. Am I far off if I do say in chat? I want y'all to say is I'm stupid or is I'm crazy. But I remember I said this. Is I'm crazy if I did say that Sacramento will not be a 3 seed this year? They would drop to more than a 6 or 7 seed. Is I'm too far off on that statement right there?
I don't think so. I have them falling off completely, because I don't want to. I feel like Sacramento right now, they got everything going for them. Like they
Mm-hmm.
playing good. I feel like they could come back next season. What they finished? What seed were they last
I
year?
think they were third. They were third.
Yeah, I was
They were
okay. That's what I
third.
thought. A
They were
third
third.
seed last year. It's literally just simply the fact that other teams in the West have gotten better, and I just expect the other teams in the West that didn't play as good. Like when their players come back, they gonna be better than Sacramento. That's literally just what it is. So it's not like a big knock on Sacramento saying that they not gonna be a third seed, that they're gonna be lower, because we know that, because I believe that they still can be good. It's just other teams done got better.
Yeah, I still think they will make the playoffs. I just think this year, I just think they won't have the same season as they did last year. Nobody expected them to be a third seed last year. We can all be honest
Nobody.
on that. Nobody really did it. But I would say, they will at least fall to the sixth, to at least the sixth or the seventh seed, at least a play in tournament team. Or at best they'll be a sixth seed. I would say they won't have the same season that they had last year. But it also wouldn't shock me if they be fourth or fifth. It also wouldn't shock me if they do be that type of range. So other than that, we got Mo. We got my right hand guy in the chat. We got Mo dealing with us today. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all tired of seeing my face a little bit, but I'm a working person right here. But we got Dane. What's the best fit for Dane to you? Outside of Miami, we know he wants to go to Miami, but outside of Miami, who would you think?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay.
Brooklyn. Automatically Brooklyn. I want him to go to a team in the East. So no teams in the West just look like they would fit, in my opinion. So and I like, once again, I think that Portland could get good pieces of from Brooklyn, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's a win-win situation for both teams if you go to Brooklyn. I think the trade package for him going to Brooklyn, and what that the Portland Trailblazers would get if he went to Brooklyn, would be
Yeah.
better than the trade package for the Heat.
I like that. I like that Brooklyn. I like that Brooklyn move. But since he only wants to go to Miami, I will really love him with the Milwaukee Bucks. I really say any playoff contender team, I think he can definitely help any playoff contention team. See, that's the point I wanted him. That's why everybody saying, they kind of losing respect for him, because he only wants to go to Miami. He don't wants to go anywhere else. But if he came out and just said, I will play for any playoff contender team, a title contention team, I think he would have probably been gone at this point. He would have probably been gone at this point. But I like the pick, what you said about the Brooklyn Nets. I think the Brooklyn Nets, they get Damian Lillard, they will be intriguing. They will be kind of intriguing right there, along with Mikal Bridges, who's shown he can be 20 points per game scorer and a hell of a defender. Cam Johnson just kind of got his money. This offseason, he showed some pretty good promise. Yeah, I kind of like Brooklyn could be very intriguing in the East. What if he win a championship or not? That remains to be seen. But that's a pretty intriguing. That's a pretty intriguing one right there. So,
And
other
they're not a bad team. So I
no,
think Dame pushes them over the edge. I think they can contend for Eastern Conference Final with Dame on that roster, even with giving up them pieces. Some pieces. Of course, I wouldn't give up Mikal Bridges or
yeah,
Cam Johnson. They off limits. Everybody else,
everybody else.
I wouldn't give up Claxton, because I think Claxton got the potential to be something big.
So everybody else on the table for you, huh?
Yeah, I would
Okay,
say.
all right, got you. So we got the battle. We got the battle of the big man. Right now we got the battle of the big man. The two rookies, technically, their first year. Technically, this is not Chet Holmgren. He's a rookie this year, but everybody don't know because he did get hurt last year. He never played basketball last year, so he is a rookie. So he could win Rookie of the Year. So that means you got, who are you taking? Who are you gonna who would you take? Who's gonna have the bigger impact this season? You got Chet Holmgren, or you got Big Vic.
That's hard. That's hard. I'm gonna go Shet only because Shet has done what people wanted him to do coming into this season. So
Yep.
Shet done gained, he done grew the muscles. Hopefully he done gotten better mentally, whatever. He done. I would just take Shet over Victor because Victor still got some going to do. Just like Shet, and like I said, like Shet done taking the steps that everybody wanted him to take. I feel like going into next season, I think he have a greater impact on winning due to his situation with his team. He don't got to be like the best player on the team. Kind of Victor. I'm not gonna say Victor coming in being the best player on his team, but I think the expectations gonna be higher for Victor
Yeah.
than Shet. So I'm gonna go Shet. I think Shet meet expectations and just has a better season.
I like it. I like it. I think both of them is gonna have an okay year. Big Vic, he does got some got some growing to do in the NBA. He's gonna be going against bigger people. Bigger people. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna be able to play with his back to the basket too much because he's smaller than everybody. He's smaller than everybody. The one critical thing for me is if he can knock down that outside jump shot consistently, that will set his game up to a whole nother level. I think Popovich gonna put him in some situations where he can get some switches in his favor, and get some deep offensive rebounds and get some putbacks. But check on him. He did a good job, like you just mentioned. He got his upper body strength. He bulked up a little bit. He's 212 as of right now, and I think both of them will be good defenders in the NBA. I think both of them be good defenders. I think Vic will be probably an all-world defender. Even he may be too small. He may be get overpowered a lot, but his size and his length and an 8-foot wingspan, I think that will kind of make up. That will kind of make up for his him being that size. But are you concerned about any injury ability to Big Vic?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. He's just so fragile. I feel like. Um, yeah, and I think even with his comment, he think though this league is less physical. He ain't played the big dogs yet, so
Yeah.
we got to see if he can. Yeah, keep up, I guess, with the and be just as physical, handle the physicalness of the other players. I just got it. So yeah, I'm definitely worried about injuries when it comes to Vic.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, Mo. They gonna be pretty good defenders, man. That's something that's not a concern. I think they're gonna be all world defenders, especially Big Vic. He's gonna be solid. He's gonna be he's gonna win all defensive. He's gonna win some all defensive player of the year awards. He's that good. He's that good of a defender to do those type of things. He will still be good on the defensive side of the ball. So we got the Pelicans. Should the Pelicans consider trading Zion Williamson?
I say no. I'll probably say no for right now. I think it's just the fact that Zion is just so good that he ain't near a superstar when he on the court and doing what he do. I just that's hard because he done been out so much that it literally affects the team. So Pelicans got to decide, but I say for right now, keep him at least a year or two more before shipping him off.
Yeah, got you. This guy, he needs to stay away from whatever gumbo he eating from New Orleans. He needs to stay away from. He needs to stay away from. I understand he got some personal issues on the court, but I don't know about this dude, man. This dude give me a kind of weird vibe. 1 minute he says he's hurt, next minute he's on social media doing some kind of nasty 360 windmill dunk, and he's doing some kind of between the legs dunk. So I don't know if he is really hurt or not. I don't know. I don't know if it's a mental thing with this guy. But we all know once it's this dude on the court, he's dominant. He's very good. The
Very.
Pelicans are really good when he's on the court. It's a problem he's not on the court. So even without Zion Williamson playing, do you think the Pelicans can still be a play-in type of team or a playoff type of team when he's still?
Playing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What?
I think they a play-in team for sure. I think last season they did fall from the one spot when Zion got hurt, but if I'm not mistaken, Brandon Ingram got hurt too.
Yeah, he did. He
Their
got hurt.
second best player got hurt. So I think if Brandon Ingram had kept playing, they could have definitely made the play-in. I had high hopes for the team. They still got talent with Zion not playing. I feel like they got one of the best defenders in the league. You know, they got a two scorers. You know, they got a good coach. So I think they got good pieces around them. So I think that they definitely could be a play-in team. They could just definitely be a play-in team, and they could definitely, I could see them making the playoffs, just being a low seed. So yeah.
Yep. All right. Rob, welcome back.
I'm sorry, my daughter needed something. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. What you think about the Pelicans, man? Should they trade Zion?
I think they should, man. His head is not in the game. His hair is everywhere. He got too many distractions going on. I think they should trade him.
All right. Got you. So you saying they should trade him? Mario said they should not trade. They should hold on to him for a little bit, for a little bit longer. For a little tad bit longer, they should really keep him right there. There you go. Damian Lillard, for you, what team do you think he should end up? What team is the best fit for Dame Lillard?
I think he should, you know what I mean? He obviously said he's not gonna play for nobody else except for Miami, so your hands are tied.
Yep. Got you on that one. Oh my goodness. So which team didn't make the playoffs last year, that you think will make it in this year's NBA? Rob, I'm gonna go with you.
That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one right there. I might go with the Wizards, man. I think the Wizards might make it. Maybe a play-in.
Okay.
Possibility. I can see the Spurs sneaking in somehow. It's crazy to say that. I think the Spurs might sneak in the play-in. Or creatine. You know, if he takes some creatine, Victor takes some creatine, eat some Whataburger. He go, hey, Coach Dante, you take him to Whataburger or something. He gain a little weight. He might.
He got Mario. This is the first time Mario shook her head since he been a part of it. Mario, who you taking?
The OKC. Okay. No, they did make it though. OKC did make the play-in.
Is a play-in tournament really considered as making the playoffs? I mean, do you count it as making the playoffs, or do we count it?
I don't count it as making the playoffs.
Okay.
So you said playoffs or play-in?
Okay, you said they will make it. All right, go ahead. You're right.
OKC and Dallas, because Dallas didn't even make. Dallas gave up towards the end of the season. Didn't play their star players for some reason. I think they definitely next season should be in the play-in. And then OKC with all their talent, they Shaq, like quote unquote second best player coming on the team coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. And then you got SGA. He could still give you what 25 to 30 by playing good defense and doing what he doing. Definitely OKC. I was rooting for OKC in the play-in. I want to see OKC succeed. So OKC and Dallas, my two teams. And then in the East, I think the Bulls. It was the Bulls. I think the Bulls should have made it. And then did the Raptors make it?
Nah, they played in the play-in tournament. Okay. They got beat by the Bulls, actually.
Okay, so the Bulls didn't make the play-in.
They didn't make it. They lost to the Heat. They lost to the Heat.
So I go to Bulls in the East. They should be a bottom seed this year. Even if they play in the play-in, I think they should make the playoffs. It should be whoever they got to beat to make the playoffs.
Cool McCain said, not the Hornets. The Hornets ain't making no damn playoffs. We already know that. So Garbage.
And his brother got some weak knees too. Weak knees and ankles, man.
You talking about LaMelo?
Yeah, man.
Oh, he on the court more than he on the court more than his brother. But the organization as a whole ain't good. They kill themselves by drafting terribly wrong. I'm not saying Brandon Miller's not good, but Scoot Henderson was obviously. I think he was the right pick for them guys. For those.
Hey, coach, so can we easily say that man might be playing for the Charlotte Swarm soon? Brandon Miller.
You said the Charlotte who?
Swarm. That's the G League.
No, the G. You ain't gonna go that far, man. Talking about the G League. Come on, man. Don't go that far. Talking about the man gonna go in the G League. You going too far.
Man, I'm telling you, I haven't seen nothing impress me for you to be the number 2 pick.
You
show me.
I ain't see it either. Scoot Henderson. The moment the ball tipped off, him and Amin Thompson was going at it. He looked pretty dominant before he hurt his shoulder. He looked like he was gonna be a problem. So Mo said he like OKC, the Rockets, both are. I think we got a better chance to compete for a play-in tournament. Don't know about playoffs, but play-in tournament, I would be happy if we even do that. I'll be happy. But every time Mo say something about the Rockets, they come on, they finish the season strong. So I like that. So I like Mo's compliment on the Rockets part thing. Keep up that.
But I like what Cool said because UNC is more popular than Charlotte right now, man. I'm telling you, the Charlotte Hornets right now, they got the baby ass the pregame, and that's the best thing about the show right now. The best thing about the game. Like, man, we got to talk about Mike being a terrible GM, man, executive, man. It's
terrible.
Like, I mean, like, he's like holy leggings. Like, this man is just a waste, man.
For us, the source I know, I heard Mike don't make the picks. Don't make the picks of the team. He's just part of the organization. That's the source. That's the source I got. That Mike doesn't really actually make the picks. He don't make the decisions. I think Cupcheck makes the decisions. Mike don't make the actual decisions. He don't make the decisions on who they pick. He doesn't make the source that I actually know and that I actually got said Mike don't have nothing to do with the picks. That's just Mitch Cupcheck and
Cupcheck need Golden, man, because
they make the picks. Yeah, for us the source I know and I got it. Yeah. So
when the last time they've been in the playoffs?
Huh? When the last time if someone can elaborate when the last time Charlotte went to the playoffs, I remember the last time they went to the playoffs, they did have Jeremy Lamb. They did have Jeremy Lin. They had Kimmel Waffles in his prime. But I know for sure that last playoff team they had Jeremy Lin for sure on the playoff team. I believe that's the last time they made the playoffs. I don't know which year the last time they actually made the playoffs, but it's been a while. It's been a while since they actually made it. They made it to a playoff appearance. They made it to a playoff appearance. So it's been a while. It's actually been a while. Actually been a while since they made it. Since they did make it. So what else we got? Let me see what else we got. So we got Joel Embiid. Is this Joel Embiid possibly last year in Philadelphia? In Philadelphia this year? Is it possibly his last year? Anyone that want to answer that want to take the question? No.
I'm just saying, man. He's just. I think he just need to go see the Grand Wizard or for Wizard Oz and get some courage, man. He lacks heart, courage. You know what I mean? He doesn't want the smoke. You know what I mean? We seen when you know what I mean, that game against Joker and then he sat out. You know, he like I don't know what he need to go back to Africa to eat some food is you know what I mean, native people or something. You know, he burn some sage, get that spirit of wimp out of him. I don't know what he needs to do, but Philly ain't the right place for him, man. Because Philly is the lunch pail type of people. They're tough, they gritty, they want it, and he doesn't have that. Show me some games last year. He showed that consistently. Him and AD is the same player. They pick and choose where they pick and choose where they want to play.
You can't put him in. Rob, you really gonna do that? You really gonna put him in AD on the same boat?
They pick and choose when they want to play.
At least AD won a title. At least he showed up when he needed to.
You know what I mean? AD is like a baby mom that's finally got married with 3 kids. That's what AD is, man.
Come on, Rob.
Man.
Do that, bro.
Everybody get lucky to get a ring one time.
Mo ought to be disappointed. Mo ought to be disappointed in that statement right there. All the Lakers fans, Freddie, Mo, they should be disappointed in you for making that statement, for putting Joel Embiid in the same vote as Anthony Davis.
They're the same player. They lack consistency. Would you ain't they, is that a lie?
AD didn't average 26 points, 12 rebounds a game. He didn't average that?
When he picked and choose to.
He picked it. Come on, man. He did not pick and choose what he wanted to play hard or not in the playoffs. When LeBron, first of all, they may not shouldn't even got to the playoffs. When LeBron was out, who picked up the slack? When LeBron was out in the season, who picked up the slack? Who was the man? Who was the man that took him down? I did say this about AD. Now I did say this. I don't think AD has a number one mentality. But you know what he showed me? He showed me in that second half of the season when LeBron James was out, when y'all made that trade, he can be the leader of that. He was the leader of that. So he didn't show you that at all?
I think he's in the wrong career. I think he should be in the WWE because he loved being on the floor.
He
loved being on the floor.
Hey, somebody get Freddie. He loves being
on the floor. He loves being on the floor.
Bro, you disrespectful, man. That is Mo should be ashamed of you, man, from saying, come on, man.
I think he's Chris Benoit. I don't know what he like. He just loves being on the mat, on the floor. I just don't understand him, man. He picks and chooses, man. He pick and choose when he want to be consistent, man.
He picked and choose in the bubble?
Not in the bubble. That's the best AD right there. Wow. That's the best AD right there. That's the best AD right there.
Hey, look, Bo say you sound like a Clipper fan. Bo said, what side are you on? You on the Clippers or the Lakers side?
No. He pick and choose, man.
I'm kind of acting like Doug, man. I'm not even a Lakers fan. I'm kind of acting like Doug. Doug was disappointed in Savino, man. Mo should be disappointed. Mo probably would be disappointed he made that statement about AD in the same vote as Joel Embiid. So if you had to choose one of them right now, who are you taking? Who would you actually pick?
If I could make a player, right, I'll put Chris Paul's heart in AD, man, because he lacks.
If you had to choose out of either one of them, who are you picking? Out of either one, who are you choosing?
Dang, that's a tough one, man. I think I might have to go Embiid a little bit on him.
There's no way.
Because AD, he said B can give me some. I think AD be lacking, man. I'm sorry, man. I think Embiid right now, he take us to a title right now because LeBron could push him. I'm telling you, LeBron could get some juice out of Embiid right now.
Ooh, man, well, you should be fired as a Laker fan.
You know what I mean? AD be looking like he be singing LB Shore on the bench right now. He be look like he's singing LB Shore on the bench, looking crazy, man.
Joel Embiid, this man never stepped up when it mattered the most. He never stepped up when it matters the most. You gonna disappoint the Lakers fans just like that and say you would choose Embiid over Anthony Davis? That is crazy. That gotta be crazy. That gotta be crazy right there. That gotta be crazy. Rob, but I still love you, Rob. You my guy, but Rob, golly, man, you out of line. You out of line, Rob, for that. You really is. The Lakers on the verge of a contract extension. They're talking about contract extensions of, that man, Anthony Davis. Do you think it should happen? Mari, do you think it should happen for a contract extension?
If the Lakers head office got common sense, of course. Sign AD back. I hope AD wants to go back to the Lakers, of course. But yeah, they should extend it. He's the best player over there. It makes sense to extend the contract on your best player. He the only one giving you good production defensively.
What's good, Doug? I'm disappointed in Rob, man. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Rob. But Rob, give me your thoughts. Should they pay Anthony Davis his money?
I think they should make him, treat him like a running back and make it incentive based. Because he showed me some more in the playoffs, man. I'm telling you, I'm disappointed in his performance in the playoffs.
AD was a monster defensively in the playoffs this year.
But he gave. But I'm talking about. I'm talking about on the offensive side. What did he give me consistently?
Oh, I give you that. AD was so inconsistent offensively. I can't argue that. But that AD was playing like the best defender in the playoffs. I think that right there should just over. So if you got Anthony Davis doing what he got to do on the defensive end, playing defense so good, it's like the best defense I probably done seen live in like the years I've been watching basketball. That's what Anthony Davis is giving you. So everybody just let everybody else give you the offense. That's just how LeBron could have played better, offensively. The other players,
this man is 50 years old.
Man, come on,
stop. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. We're not.
He wrote. Look. Look, he said Rob got some outrageous take. Oh man. Oh, don't say that, man. Don't say that about LeBron. 30 years old and still dropping. Man. The man dropping 38 points in the playoff game. You want to get that man an excuse? Want to get that man all that?
That man 40. Come on, man. The Virgin Mary Gloria. The Virgin Mary Gloria.
He's playing like he's playing. He's playing. He still can play, man. The man still can drop 38 points. You want to worry about his? You want to start making excuses for the man? Come on now.
Right now, I'm telling you right now, you give me Miles Turner and Buddy Hield for AD right now, I give it to you. Easily.
That's crazy.
Who would you rather have? Anthony Davis finals appearances or Joel Embiid losing the second round?
Man, see now he put me in it. You put me on the
wow.
I just want to make everything fun, bro. I just want to make everything fun. Don't mind what I do. Don't mind what I say. I just try to make everything fun. I had to do it. I had to do it to you, Rob. I had to do it. I knew which route you was going. Was going. So let's see what we got. Oh, okay. So I got something for y'all. All right, start, bench, or cut. I got something. We'll start, bench, or cut. You got Carmelo, Tracy McGrady, Paul George. Which one y'all start benching or cutting?
You said Tracy McGrady,
Carmelo, Paul George.
I'll probably start Paul George. I'm gonna start Paul George.
You gonna start Paul George?
Yeah, he's the only player out of the three that's giving me offense and defense.
I'm cutting Tracy McGrady.
All right.
I'll probably bench Tracy, cut Carmelo.
Who you start? Like who you starting, Rob? Like who you gonna start?
I'm a D&B boy, so I'm starting Carmelo. I'm starting Carmelo. I'm going with my man Carmelo, man.
Yeah, look at Doug say what?
I'm going with my boy Carmelo, man. I think people don't give his flowers, man. I don't think people give him his flowers, man.
Look at Doug say what? Who is that? Go ahead.
It's close between Carmelo and Tracy, though. But I'll go Tracy. I love me some Carmelo though. But
I love Tracy McGrady. He said start Paul George.
Paul George gotta start. He's the only player giving you defense and offense. Because Paul George can score like those other two players. Like be fair, Paul George can score just as good as the other players we mentioned, and he giving you defense.
Playoff no P.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all ain't watched Tracy McGrady in the 2000s era. That's why I'm actually starting Tracy. But
he got some knee problems too, man. He got knees.
Yeah, but that was like when he came to the Rockets. Because I think
you talking about prime Tracy McGrady?
Tracy McGrady. McGrady. Like 2000.
Oh, okay.
When he was at his best. When he was like best. Unstoppable. Like the best Tracy. Like he was the best Tracy, like in Orlando. He just had. I think he was more burnt out in Orlando. He was more burnt out because he had to do a lot. Literally a lot in Orlando. to keep
Is
that
that
team relevant.
is that a super team? Is that considered a super team though?
Who? Which one?
The Orlando team
Which team?
with him and Grant Hill. Should that could have been considered like a super team?
Grant Hill didn't. He rarely played for them. You remember he had that foot injury.
Yeah, I'm saying if that would have happened, would that have been considered a super team?
I wouldn't have considered it. Now you know what? If they would have got Tim Duncan, you had a case on that one. Tim Duncan was close to going to them. You know the only difference? Doc Rivers said Tim Duncan couldn't put his family on a plane. He couldn't put his family on a plane. That's the only reason they didn't get Tim Duncan. And Tim Duncan went back. He had a meeting with San Antonio, and San Antonio, David Robinson enticing him to come back to San Antonio. He said, I'm with you, Doug. I'm with you, Doug, on that one. McGrady was that dude was the truth, bro. That dude was the truth. That dude was actually the truth in Orlando. He was nice in Orlando.
Y'all don't want no defense?
Huh?
Y'all don't want no defense?
No, Tracy can play defense. He was really good.
No, because are you going with Douglas exactly what his start bench could? Like he's starting McGrady, benching Melo, and cutting PG?
Yes. No, I put that on the comment on the thing. I put that same thing on the comment. I'm going with Tracy McGrady and I'm starting Melo and going with and cutting PG. PG give you better defense than Tracy McGrady, but Tracy McGrady can play some defense. Tracy McGrady clearly the better scorer than PG. He clearly the way better.
Okay, he is
way better scorer than PG.
Right.
Yeah, but PG does play defense better. You right on that. He does play defense better. But McGrady was 6'8" and long. He can play defense, but he wasn't an all-world defender like Paul George. But he gives you solid enough defense. Though. So I'll say Paul George. If he can ever stay healthy, Paul George could have been some, but the problem is the dude just like he can't stay healthy. And Tracy McGrady started wearing down when he came to the Rockets. He woo down when he came to the Rockets. Actually, that's when he kind of woo down a little bit because he had to do so much in Orlando. He was the only guy. Grant Hill was supposed to be down. He had a foot injury in Detroit, which is he didn't know he wasn't supposed to play through it. He didn't end up. He played later in his career with Phoenix. He was pretty good for Phoenix. But Tracy McGrady was that dude that was actually that dude in Orlando. And for how bad the Orlando team was, they were up 3-1. They were up 3-1 versus the Detroit Pistons. They ended up losing that series. Right there. Not because of McGrady. Some of it because of McGrady because he didn't have the help that was actually necessary. That was actually necessary for them to get over the hump with the against the Detroit Pistons. So I think I got one more for you guys before we end up getting up out of here. Melo was good and he was a monster. He was a monster at Syracuse though. He was like that at Syracuse. He always had it at Syracuse.
But his jersey should be retired.
Huh?
His jersey should be retired.
In Denver or New York?
In Denver.
In Denver?
In Denver.
His jersey should be tied in Denver. Or would you consider both though? Would you consider the retirement from jerseys both or Denver and like I say in Denver in New York? Would you retire both of his jerseys? Like would you said only should. Go ahead. What?
I think he should, man. I think he should. Like I feel like my boy, you know what I mean? I'll tell you this right now. My man should get his jersey retired in 3 places. The King should get his jersey retired at all 3 places.
But LA. No LA.
Come on. Hey, Coach Dante, listen to me right now. How many years Wilt was there? 6 years, right?
Yes.
Will Chamberlain. 6 years, right? 1 championship.
He probably would get his jersey. They probably would do that. They probably would do. So you think what would you rank LeBron in Lakers of all time though? What would you rank him in Lakers of all time? What would you rank him?
I'm gonna say he got to put like top 20. You say top 20? You don't think he's a top 20 Laker?
No, I'm just trying to see what you.
I'm saying like a top 20 Laker. I think he should be like a top 20 Laker.
Top 20 Laker of all time. Okay.
But I think he'd probably be a top 10 Heat, easy or a top 5 Heat player.
Top 5 Heat player. Okay.
Yeah.
Top 5 Heat player. All right. I think Wade probably be the best Heat player, probably among one of the best Heat.
And
players.
who after that?
Huh? Who after that? You could make an argument for LeBron. You can make an argument for that. You got Lonzo Mourning. up there. You got him right there. I think you got Tim Hardaway Jr. in that situation. Tim Hardaway Sr. in that situation that had some good years in Miami. So you ain't off on that one. The Big Zoe, yep, Lonzo Moore, like Kuma Kane said, Big Zoe was really good. Was really good in this time. He played. Matter of fact, he got a championship with the Miami Heat. He got one with the Miami Heat with actual Dwayne Wade. So one more thing, I'm gonna ask y'all one more question. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So Russell Westbrook, a prime Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose. Who y'all taking?
That's an easy one for me. I'm going with D Rose any day of the week.
All right, both said D Rose.
I'm going with that Memphis legend, D Rose.
Mario, who you go with?
I'm gonna go Westbrook.
Okay. How?
I'm gonna go Westbrook. You said peak or prime?
Like prime. Like if they best year, Who you talking?
D Rose got a better jumper than him. Yeah, a better jumper than him.
He didn't have that much of a jumper. He wasn't that good in jumps. D Rose, no, he wasn't. He wasn't that good in jump shooting.
15-footer. He had a 15-footer.
You talking about mid-range jump? You tell Russell Westbrook did the same thing.
Westbrook, no, he averaged, but basically almost more in everything.
Yeah, triple double. You talking about triple double? Yeah.
If D Rose had half that,
his prime Russell prime was longer. How long was Rose prime?
If D Rose had half that, we talking about different story.
We only going about what happened. So
come on, he had half that.
We can't go. We can't do that. It's Westbrook, and I hate to say that because I'm not going to deny the fact that Rose was something special. Like the injury happened, but we gotta go by what actually happened. His problem wasn't that long. It was
Jimmy had no buckets then. Jimmy had no buckets then.
Russell Westbrook wasn't playing with no as good as a roster as Derrick Rose was.
KD, James Harden.
Okay, I'm thinking when he averaged a triple double. So this is when he was by himself. But you could
PG too. Yeah,
no,
PG.
You're right.
You probably want to talk about the year the PG though. That not that year that he did it all by himself.
When he carried that, what did he carry that team?
Victor Oladipo.
Carried that team.
That's a point. He did carry that team. Now every time that dude went on the bench, that team gave up the goddamn lead. She had a point because they played the Rockets. They played my Rockets in the series, and every time that damn dude went on the bench, they gave up the damn lead. Every single game, they couldn't hold up without him. But that was one point that they got. But like I say, Derrick Rose both at their peak. Derrick Rose was actually good at his peak. At his peak, like I would wanted to see that dude if he stayed healthy. I would actually want. That's the problem. The dude got hurt too. But I blame that on Tom Thibodeau. Because why was he in the game with 14 seconds left? Why was he in the game with a minute left? And they were up by 15. Why was he even in the game? And the game was already over. That was Tom Thibodeau fought up on that one. So
hey coach, I'm taking D Rose, a prime D Rose over Ja any day of the week.
Okay. A prime D Rose over Ja.
Mario, you know he just trying to get you going. I already know. I already know. That's what he doing. That's why he already know it. That's why he doing it. I tell you. Hey, I tell you, Mario. I tell you. I know what he doing. I know that. He's trying to get you going. D Rose was special. Yes, that dude was. He was hella special. He was hella.
But y'all already got more years on him. Just like that. You gotta be honest.
Will Ja ever get the MVP?
But I don't think Rose obviously wasn't the best player when he got the MVP. I think Rose got his MVP more so based on his story or whatever. Like what he was, the fact that they were, which is weird because that Bulls team was good defensively. Was Derrick Rose a good defensive player? Was he?
Not really. He was all right. Not really, but he basically got the MVP based on the team success that year. They won 60 games. They got 60 games that year. So he basically got the MVP off that. And He tried to get you going. That's why you said that. That's why you said it the way you said it. He tried to get you going. He actually tried to get you going. That's why he actually brought up what he brought up. So other than that, man, this was a great first episode of the Above the Rim podcast. You know, off season stuff. So great being on here with you guys. Hey, Mario, tell the people they can follow you at.
Oh, Maria knows best on TikTok, Twitter, and my YouTube channel.
Got you. Go ahead, Rob.
You can catch me on Rod Uncensored Network on YouTube. Also, I got an Instagram, RodPod21. This next week episode, Why LeBron is the greatest small forward of all time. Come check it out. It's going to be a great episode. I think y'all all should check it out because we witnessed history. I'm telling you, LeBron James is a bigger activist than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Muhammad Ali. You gotta come check it out. I'm telling you,
you say he's a bigger who?
Activist. He is Cliff Huxtable of the NBA. That's all I gotta say.
You said then the Muhammad Ali?
Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go ahead and get up. We gotta go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all know where y'all can find me at, man. No introduction for me, but yeah, I'm Rob said all the buffoonery I need to hear you say Muhammad Ali on. You said Muhammad. When you bring up Muhammad Ali, you talking about some boxing, but you talking about two different things. But you brought up Muhammad Ali, man. Don't do that. Don't. Come on, Rob. See, I'm disappointed in you, Rob. I thought you was better than that. I'm pretty sure all the Laker fans are disappointed with what you said and what you said. That is crazy. Look, you got Doug saying, "Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy, Rob. Really, that is out of line, man." And I'm disappointed.
I'm standing on it. Like,
oh my,
like my man Dog. I'm standing 10 toes down on it.
That is crazy, but man, shout out to y'all, man. We'll see y'all in the next episode next week, and we will see y'all later, man. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night. Rob, that is some buffoonery and some blasphemy, but we'll see y'all later.